Hey guys, I'm Kendra Valentine. I am here to talk to you about all things healing, my journey, where I've been, where I hope to go, and all of the places, all of that beautiful liminal space in between, that gray area that I don't think any of us really love. Before I proceed, I just want to give a blanket trigger warning. Um, this podcast might not be for you. This podcast may very well be outside of your comfort zone, and that's okay. And what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to honor that because I'm going to honor what I need, which is a platform to come and talk about my journey of healing in a way that's not edited for lifetime television, right? My life has not been lifetime television. I've had a beautiful life, and it's been filled with love and compassion, chaos and hurt, heartbreak and renewal, all of it. And so for me, it's important for me to have a place where I can come and be authentic and tell my truth. I really believe that us humans, we are just trying to find a place to be able to speak our truth in a safe way. And so I'm going to create that space for myself. And the hope is that it's going to help you in some way, whoever decides to listen. Um, I'm not somebody who likes to sugarcoat things. I like to say, don't sugarcoat shit for me because all that does is get grit in my teeth when I have to chew it. I don't want that. I want a place where I can expand and be real and talk about where I've been, what I've gone through, how I've overcome, and how I have been resilient in my own life and in the things that I've done. I've done lots of healing work in my life. I've done every program you can imagine. I've had this certification and that certification and all the fucking things. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to one thing for me: myself, giving myself permission to step into and embody the fullness of who I am without seeking outside validation that I can't get from anyone. It has to come from within. I firmly believe that change comes from within. I firmly believe that we are all the gurus of our own life. I know best what is best for me. I may not have remembered how to get there. I may have road rash from all the times that I thought I had it and I tripped and I fell on my face. All of those things can be true. And I'm still the authority on my life. And I believe that's true for everyone. I truly do. I do not believe in the mantra, I don't know. Bullshit. Yes, you do. You know, I know, we know. We just may not have remembered yet. So the topics I'm going to discuss are going to be as varied as my life experiences. They could range from sex, there'll probably be a lot of that, drugs, rock and roll, misfit, behavior, like all of those labels, to healing and spirituality and mindfulness and action. So, really, what I hope to bring to everybody is just a place where they can come and understand that I am you, you are me, we as a whole are connected to one another. And as I sit here and I'm recording this, I have to tell you, one of the most distracting things that's happening right now is like, do I look at the camera or do I look down? Do I look at the camera or do I look away? I will probably look all over the fucking room, is what I'll probably do. One of the things that I do is when I think, I kind of look away. I go into my own little bubble in my head and I gather my thoughts because otherwise they're all over the freaking place, like one of those super balls where you throw it and like it bounces all over the fucking walls. That's what happens in my head. So I'm just going to call that out because if you're watching this, like, and you can see me, you're going to be like, why can't this? Well, and that's my story, right? You may be like, why can't she stay still? She doesn't have to. That's why. She gets to embody herself, myself, in the way that feels the most empowering to her. So, again, this may not be the dance floor that you want to come and dance on. I hope it is. I really do. I hope it is. Because what I'm seeing in my head is I'm seeing those like quiet dances or whatever the hell I call them, where everybody has headphones on and everybody's just like, rocking out and dancing to their own shit, but we're all on the same dance floor. That's what I want. I want to be on a dance floor with people who want to dance with wild abandon, who want to craft their life in such a way that no one can tell them that they don't have the right to be themselves. And I want to help people get to a place, and I want to continue moving toward a place in their life and in my life where we don't have to take out the measuring stick of what's right, what's wrong, what's proper, what's improper. It's about alignment. It's just about alignment. And I can tell you straight away that if you want to come into this container, or you find yourself attracted to this container and you're like, but she curses, or she's saying stuff that you shouldn't talk about that stuff. Just know that, yeah, those things are going to be true. Those things are going to be true. I'm going to say what I need to say with as much love and compassion as possible, but for self first. And what I hope to offer to the collective is, I guess, that spark of remembering that says, oh, right, I don't have to be anyone else. And all of these fucking masks that I have on, because we all have masks. I have masks. I'm not perfect. And I am perfect within the essence of my soul. So I don't always make perfect decisions. I don't always make skillful choices. Just know that. I know that I'm not infallible here. But a place where we can take off all the fucking masks that we wear, put them down, and look at each other in the face and say, I know you. I see you. What's going on? Not what's wrong with you, but tell me your story. What happened to you? I desire for people to know me. And that requires me to lean into courage. That requires me to lean into self-expression in ways that were otherwise held down, because you don't talk about that. You don't say that. That's not appropriate. I don't give a fuck if it's appropriate. There are a lot of things that happened in my life that were not appropriate. And we're going to talk about all that shit, all of it. Sacred and secret are different. Okay? Sacred and secret are different. I'm well past a place in my life. I'm half 100 and then some. I'm well past a place in my life where I want secrets to stay in my body, and so that they can create disease and rot and all that horseshit that happens when we don't give ourselves permission to speak our truth. Sacred, on the other hand, are things that I hold in such a place with such tender care, with a recognition that I may not share this in its entirety, and I get to choose that. You get to choose that for yourself, and I get to choose that for me. And so this is going to be just as much an experiment of showing up in an authentic way. It's going to be just as much a practice of expanding my own comfort zones, because we all have our comfort zones. But I don't think that growth happens within our comfort zones. I really don't. My experience of life is my biggest growth has happened well outside of the boundaries of my comfort zones. And as a result, what I have to offer is I have a container that I can offer to people that is so expansive that I dare you, bring your whole self. Bring your whole fucking self to that container. Spread out like a starfish. Float in that unconditional love and radiance. And if you touch sides, if you brush up against an edge, bring it to my attention. so that I can then expand it out further. Because I want the containers that I create to be so fucking expansive, they're immeasurable. So I welcome you to my heart. I welcome you to my head, which, whew, it's a lot of stuff in there. And I welcome you to welcome all of yourself, because I'm going to love you no matter what. That's all I got.